Okay, I'm in as well on mute.
All right, thank you, folks, for participating in the second season of 2022. As you all know, we have kind of introduced a very interesting format this time, which is known as Team Leadership Challenge. And good news is that we have 10 teams registered this time around. First one being COVID Busters, led by Romil. They have 5 players. Then we have 7 Hustlers, led by Ashish. They have 7 players. We have Melville Aces, led by Vikas. They have 7 players. We have Team Pubs, which is led by Phalguna. They have 5 players. We have Lounge Lads, led by Rishi. They have 5 players. We have Mavericks, which is led by Vivek, and they have 6 players. We have E&E Club, which is led by Jaya, and they have 5 players. Why Not, which is led by Vineet, and they have 5 players. We have Sanctuary Tigers, which is led by Manu. They also have 5 players. And last but not the least, we have 9Tennis, which is led by Alex, and they also have 5 players. So this time around, like I mentioned, it's a different format, and we have kind of outlined the rules, which I would request Vivek to kind of first share the rules, and then explain and do the randomized draws, so that we can share the ties of the matches, right? So Vivek, over to you.
Yeah, thanks, Kamlesh. So guys, as Kamlesh mentioned, we have 10 teams here, and what we'll be doing is that we will form 3 groups, A, B, and C. Group A will comprise of 4 teams, and Group B and C will have 3 teams each. In the initial rounds, we will have round robin to be played within the respective groups. And top 4 teams across all the 3 groups will qualify for the semifinals and finals basis points and NRR. The details are the following. The top teams from each group will automatically qualify for semifinals basis points and NRR. And the second team from Group A will qualify as the 4th team for the semifinals. The top team's ranking for the semifinals will be based on NRR. NRR refers to the percentage number of matches which are won in respective ties. A tie means a round which is played between Team A and Team B, right? And in case the percentage of matches is tied, the percentage of games will be considered next. And in case even if the percentage of games are tied, then a toss will prevail. And now, how the ties will be played? The captains will have to provide for their players, the 3 singles players, S1, S2, S3, and their 2 doubles team, D1 and D2, in a Google form to the tournament director, right? And this will have to be done 1 day at least in advance of the round to be played. The exact round schedules are given as per below. I won't go through the dates. These are self-explanatory and will be provided to you. It just basically means that the rounds will start as soon as possible. Players can start their rounds as soon as possible once the draws are given out. And the finals will have to be completed by May 15th. The tournament director for this team leadership challenge will be Puneet Kansani, and he'll be supported by Dr. Preet Singh. One altercation we wanted to do from our previous set of tourneys was that in this case we will only provide 1 can for both singles and doubles, given the prize money has been introduced in this tournament and maintained, even though the teams envisaged are lesser than what was thought about. Now what I will do is I will quickly do the draws. As you can see, we've got the teams listed here alongside the player names. And what we're going to do is we're going to randomize teams in respective groups here. We've also given seedings to 3 groups in no necessary order. But we just want to make sure that based on certain know-how of different players, Melville Aces, Mavericks, and COVID Busters will be placed in 3 different groups. Again, we will randomize this order as well. So here we go, guys. Here you can see I'm selecting the team name, the captain, and the players, and I'm going to randomize this, and I'm going to do the same for the teams which are to be in separated groups. So here you go. So you've got Group A, which comprises of Team Pubs, Why Not, Sanctuary Tigers, and COVID Busters. We've got Group B, which is Fun Tennis, Melville Aces, and Lounge Lads. And we've got 7 Hustlers, E&E Club, and Mavericks in Group C. Okay, so that's how the draws are. We will record this. We're recording this session, and we'll post this on YouTube. Looking forward to an exciting season of 9Tennis. Our team leadership.
Yeah. Sorry, before we go, I think you want to show the Group A, Group B, Group C tabs where they have to update.
Yeah. Okay. So we also have the tabs created for Group A, Group B, and Group C. Again, these player names will be populated based on the Google submissions which you provide one day before for each and every tie to the tournament director. And we will also lodge in the scores here, basis the matches played within the tie, right? And then we will have scores automatically. Also, we'll also have. So we missed out one point, but we'll also do the NRR as well in terms of getting to automated calculations here, right? Anything else, Kamlesh, you want to add?
No, I think that's about it. I think I would just request all the captains to take the ownership, for the time for the matches to be completed in time, so that there's no walkovers or tosses, right? So yeah, I think it will be a very interesting format and very interesting season, and hopefully we'll all have fun because there's no more number of matches as well in this format.
You want to show also the match lineup sheet form just for quick awareness?
Yeah. Okay, that's a good point. Yeah. So guys, this is the Google form we were talking about. So you basically will have to select. So supposing if you're playing round 1, you can select one of these tabs. You can scroll down. You can enter your team name, for example, and whoever you're playing next. Let's say 7 Hustlers, and you can provide your names here, right, with respect to who are the players who are playing singles, and then you can provide names of people who is playing doubles, right? So once you kind of put all of this, you can basically just submit the response, right? So there's just a representation, and we of course will provide you the link as well, so that you can do the same for each and every time before it commences.
Yeah, and one note, once you've provided the tie, you can't change it, right? So please be very assured of, please take into account your players that are injured, players that are traveling, and make sure that you provide the names only of the players that can actually contribute to the match, so that we can avoid walkovers and tosses. Yeah, so please be cognizant about that.
Just to add to what Kamlesh is saying, just to add to what Kamlesh is saying, the idea of what we are saying cannot be changed is if you have assigned, say, a Vivek as an S1, if Vivek is not available on a specific date, that particular match in the tie can be delayed, but nobody can replace Vivek to play that particular match. So his match of S1 will have to be played by him. So please make sure, as Kamlesh pointed out, be cognizant of your team's travel, injuries, or anything that is happening, and you have to play your matches accordingly once submitted on the Google form. Otherwise, I think looking forward to a team event and something that's going to be bringing out the best in everybody for every match. So as NRR is involved, make sure all 5 matches are played at top notch, because even one game lost can go a long way in making a mess of the NRR. So give it your best, as our tagline suggests, be your best in all 5 rubbers, and you're going to have a great time.
Yeah. Looking forward for this round, and thanks, Vivek and I think Subbu for suggesting this format, and I think Ganga, thanks for helping in terms of ironing the details. So, and Vivek as well, of course, he was leading this entire initiative. So yeah, I look forward for this second edition of 2022, which is a team event.
Thank you, guys, and
good luck, everyone.
To the tourney starting soon. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye for now. Yeah.